Hey guys, it's Pam Saxman. We're going to talk about another favorite topic of mine. You've heard it on another series, accountability, but we're talking about accountability for teams. So, what's the deal here? Why is accountability so important? Well, I was sharing a stat yesterday with some of our team, and I may have done a video on this as well. If you set a goal and just set a goal mentally, you only have about a 10% chance of achieving it. It progresses over time. Like if you write it down, I think you have maybe about a 40% chance of it coming to fruition. If you tell it to someone else, so just verbally say, hey, I kind of got this goal, 75% chance that you'll actually, achieve it. But there's a 90% chance that you will achieve a goal if you actually write it down and you tell someone to hold you accountable to that goal. This is really the strength in teams. This is why a lot of people ultimately what's leads, and it's also accountability. Hey man, I'm not afraid to do whatever I need to do to make this work and to be successful. I just need someone to tell me what to do and make me do it. So that's the part of a team. So in the previous part of our videos, we've talked about setting expectations. We've also talked about setting goals. The accountability is the final piece. If you don't do the accountability part, none of the other piece really matters. So write goals, set them down so that you know what the goals are, all of your agents know what the goals are, and you have to do check-ins, or you have to do a system where you're able to monitor it. We use a program called Sisu. I love it. Our agents can record all of their activities so that they can tell if they're tracking towards their goals. It helps you back into your numbers. So if you want to do 36 deals this year, then it will tell you how many closings per month, how many buyer consultations, how many appointments, and then how many phone calls that you need to make. And it does that because it learns your lead conversion. So get a system like that. And then as a team leader, we can go in and kind of check that, right? Just to make sure we're not catching any issues. Again, skill versus will, right? So then we also have, weekly and at least quarterly check-ins with people too. So we catch folks before it gets out of control. Because if you don't check in with people, but you do maybe 6 months in or 9 months in, and someone is really behind their goals, they're kind of angry at you, right? Because they know they have some ownership in it, but they lean on their team leader to help them track, see where they are, and to push them when they need to. So have them turn in numbers daily, weekly, have check-ins, maybe at least monthly if you're not doing it weekly. Quarterly, check those goals. Every 6 months, again, check to make sure everybody's tracking where they need to. And just so everybody knows that they have to be held accountable, right? Because it doesn't do them any good to set goals and not achieve it. They're frustrated. You're frustrated, and now all of a sudden there's this disconnect. So accountability is hard. Nobody really wants it. Nobody likes to give it either, right? You feel kind of like your mama bear all the time, but it's for everybody's benefit. It's because you love them. You love them enough to tell them when they're not doing things great, but you also celebrate when they're kicking ass too. So don't forget that part. It can't be all, the lashes. It has to be sprinkled in with all the great things that people are doing. Give them encouragement when they're rocking, when they're doing everything that they need to do, and you see it. Tell them that you see it. They'll appreciate it. Don't forget it. But accountability, I could not sing this high enough. If you're going to run a team, make sure you hold your people accountable. They'll love you for it. Thanks, guys.